What's going on, gangsters? Movie John here, and I'm with Rousey Rhonda, and we're talking about recent watches, some movies that we recently rented from the video station. First up is Winchester, and it's a horror movie based on the Winchester house in San Jose. It's supposed to be the most haunted house in America. What do you think about that?
I love that movie. It was really good.
It was pretty good. On these, instead of just giving ratings 1 to 5, we're going to give up a thumbs up or thumbs down. I always liked the story about the Winchester house, and I'd love to go there. They give tours and stuff of the place. This one's based in 1906, when Sarah Winchester was still alive or whatever. A lot of people think she was just crazy and hearing voices and seeing things.
She's very eccentric.
Yeah, I guess that's what you want to call it. Yeah. But a lot of people just thought she was crazy, and then she claimed that she could talk to dead people and stuff. And it was the spirits of people that had been killed by the Winchester rifle that made them so rich over the years. I'd give it a thumbs up. It's not something that I'd like rush out and watch over and over, but every once in a while it might be cool to watch. There's been a lot of movies based on that already. So, what you going to give it?
Thumbs up. It was really good. I like her in the movie.
Yeah,
very good.
It was a little creepy, and I like them old types of movies that set like in a different time period than like today's world and stuff. If I had a time machine, I'd definitely go back in time than I would into the future, probably just to see the old stuff. So
that house was very cool.
Yeah, it's really cool. If you never heard of the Winchester house in San Jose, look it up. They built on it for over 20-some years because she had people 24/7 working on it to basically keep the spirits away or whatever, and
they were
until she
locking the
died.
spirits up.
Or they were locking them up is what they were doing. Yeah.
Next up, Happy Death Day.
Happy Death Day is not real new release. It's been out for a little while. In fact, we just found out the other day that in February, on Valentine's Day, Part 2 comes out. This one, basically, have you ever seen Groundhog's Day? It's kind of like that with Bill Murray in it, but it's a horror film, and it's a girl at the end of the day getting killed over and over and over, and sooner or later she has to try to figure out who's killing her and everything. Kind of funny.
It's very funny.
Yeah, it had a lot of comedy in it too, and that's what made it. At first, I was thinking it was going to be silly or whatever, but once I got into it, and then after so many times, and just like in Groundhog's Day, they get fed up with doing it over and over. She does some crazy stuff here and there to just, I guess, prolong the movie a little bit, to make it more interesting and stuff. And then she has to try to find out who killed her or whatever.
But it's not who you think it is.
No, it's never who you think it is. So it's one of them whodunit things. You always wondering, through it, if this might be this person or it might be that person. But I give that one a thumbs up. I think it was pretty funny. I've been wanting to see it since it came out and just got a chance to rent it.
Thumbs up. I'm going to see the second one.
Yeah, the second one comes out on Valentine's Day. So
hint, hint.
Hint, hint. On Valentine's Day. But, yeah, if you ain't never seen it, check it out. It's a pretty good watch. I don't know the main chick that plays in it, but she's pretty funny. And, it kind of reminds you of... well, not really exactly like Scream or whatever, but it has stuff like Scream. It's got comedy and it's got, suspense and stuff like that. So
it's not real creepy, but
yeah, it's not over the top. It's just something to have fun with. Next up, The First Purge. This is a prequel to all the other Purges that came out before then. I have all the other Purges on Blu-ray, and I always liked 1 and 2, and the third one was a little alright. But this one is like from the very beginning when they first started the Purge. And where did it start out at? I forgot.
It's not New York, right?
It was in New York somewhere. Right? Damn, we should have wrote notes. I forgot.
I think it was.
It was up in New York somewhere where they had Staten Island.
That's it.
That's it. Staten Island. It started in Staten Island. It was like a project at first. And basically, they set up people... paid people to get started in the Purge to, stay there or whatever, or purge themselves or whatever. And basically it was, the higher class trying to get rid of the low class, basically. And it's kind of like that in the other ones too. So, but for it being the very first Purge, you know, compared to the other Purges. I thought it was pretty good too.
I think I like that one the best.
Yeah, it was. I like the second one pretty good out of the other Purges, but this one's, you know, right up there too. It wasn't too bad. So used to seeing the other ones, I guess, and the characters that you had in that, it was a little different. But I'd still give it a thumbs up.
Definitely. My favorite.
Your favorite?
My favorite.
All right.
And next up, Life of the Party.
Life of the Party, Melissa McCarthy.
Pretty funny.
It was pretty funny.
It was.
I've never really got into her movies. They had that one movie she played with Jason Bateman, the Identity one. I thought that was pretty fun. There's been a few other ones that it seemed like she's playing the same character, but she was really funny in this one, I thought.
I like her movies. She's funny.
She really is funny.
She is funny.
She, of course, she goes back to college, and her daughter's going to college there too. And you know, I don't want to give anything away if anybody's never seen it, but you know, she is going through a divorce or whatever. So she makes the best of it, and you know, it's like one of them embarrassing parents that show up and, you know, embarrass you and stuff. So she's going to college, and then after a while, people start actually liking her and everything. The funniest thing I thought in the movie is when she's messing around with one of the guys, the younger guys.
And they're doing it in the library.
Yeah, and the guy falls in love with her pretty quick, and he's always coming around and stuff, and she's just like, you know, hey, it's just a little thing here, you know, and so. But, yeah, I give that one a thumbs up, too.
Thumbs up. It was funny, but I like her.
Yeah, she's pretty funny. Give them thumbs up on all these so far. But we do have
thumbs down coming.
We do have some coming. And speaking of thumbs down, we're already going to give this one a thumbs down. It's called Snakes Out of Compton. Why did we rent this?
Because you said, oh, let's try this movie.
I know. It looks like something that would come on sci-fi. If you ever watch some of them sci-fi movies.
Oh, no, the sci-fi movies were way better.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, though. They look like they would be on sci-fi at first, I thought, until this movie started, and it was even worse than them kind of movies. Actually, we didn't even finish the movie.
No, we didn't.
20 minutes into it, we turned it off. They make a reference that was kind of funny and weird at the time. Training Day, if anybody's ever seen that with Denzel Washington and Ethan Hawke, they make a reference to that. And after that, we just turned it off, and we had time to watch something else. And I said,
"No, we actually watched Training Day after that."
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We watched Training Day. I asked her if she ever seen it. She never seen it, so we watched it. And so we'll give Training Day a thumbs up.
Absolutely.
She had never seen that one. That's been out for a while, but they did make a little reference to that. At the beginning of Snakes on the Plane, I mean, not Snakes, Snakes Out of Compton. How about that? There is a plane. That's what I was trying to get at. There's a plane that comes by, and you hear somebody trying to talk like Samuel L. Jackson, saying they're tired of the snakes on the motherfucking plane. And then a snake comes flying out. But the snake is, I mean, it's so fake. You can tell. It's like computerized or whatever. It looks horrible. And it grows and keeps growing. And eventually, I guess it got really huge, like a freaking monster like Godzilla or something. But we didn't watch that long. We turned it off. So I think that was the freebie that we got, didn't it? Or was it
was.
It was the freebie.
And then do you remember the music group in the video?
The music group.
The rappers?
Oh, yeah.
That's horrible.
Really bad. It was almost like, I don't know. We could have made a better movie than that. I don't know. It was just, you know, this didn't come out of the theaters. I don't know where the hell it came out. It just came out of nowhere, and it came out of Compton. That's it. Thumbs down bad on that.
God.
It was a horrible movie. Halloween. I was getting ready to say a remake, but it's actually a sequel to the original one. And I was disappointed.
I personally didn't like it.
She didn't like it. It fell flat. There's a lot of people that was rushing out. I noticed watching on videos online that people were rushing out to buy this movie. I remember when it came out the theater, they was rushing to see it. I said, I'm going to wait and rent it. And I did. And I was disappointed. And I'm glad that I only paid 99 cents to watch it. They just didn't have no story to it, hardly.
No.
He gets transported, and then he breaks out, and he goes to Haddonfield, and he goes for Lori, and he kills a few people in the process. The ending was horrible. If anybody's never seen it, I'm not going to give away the ending, but the ending was bad. I think they could have done so much more with the movie. What I don't like is they disregard Halloween 2 all the way up to the rest of the sequels, even though some of them was kind of bad already. This is just a straight sequel to the first one, and it just fell really flat for me. I didn't care much for it. I'm going to give it a thumbs down.
I'm giving it a thumbs down. We just binge watched those, and so they were still fresh in my head. And that last one I didn't like.
No, it's just, I don't know. They could have done so much better with it.
And I don't think it's going to be the last one.
No, probably not. They'll probably make another one. Compared to the Rob Zombie Halloweens, yeah, I think it was better than them, I guess.
I like those.
But you like those. I mean, the first Rob Zombie one wasn't too bad. It's just, I don't know. The second one was horrible, but this one wasn't like over the top horrible. It was just a basic Halloween movie. It seemed like, I don't know. I guess where I grew up with Halloween and all these other horror movies over the years, it just seems like they can't make a slasher movie anymore. So that's why I like the ghost movies, and demon movies and shit like that.
And next up, Bad Times at the El Royale.
Yeah.
If I'm saying that right?
Yeah, you say that right. It is kind of tongue twister. This movie was really different. It took place in the 70s. Got a great soundtrack.
It did. I think you downloaded it.
Yeah, downloaded the soundtrack. It's a really good soundtrack. This story is, I'm not really going to get into it and tell you what goes on. You just have to watch it. It's got a few parts in it where it's like different points of view, where something happens and then somebody else is somewhere else, and then it shows their point of view later on of what was happening, and somebody else's point of view, the way they saw it, and it just goes back and forth a little bit. And when
you really have to pay attention.
Yeah, you got to pay attention. Now, when it introduces new characters, it shows a little bit of history of them before they came there too. So that was really cool. What was the main character? Jeff Bridges plays the main character, one of the main characters. He's really great.
Yeah, he was.
I've always liked him in movies, and
he's got a great character on that one.
Yeah,
really
what's the guy that played Thor? What's his name? You remember his name? He plays in it. He comes close to the end of the movie. Then you got Dakota Johnson that played in the 50 Shades of Grey movies. She was pretty cool in it too. But yeah, it was a really trippy movie, man. It's I've been wanting to see it since I first seen it advertised, and wasn't what I expected. But it was really good.
The beginning is a little slow, but you just gotta hang in there.
Yeah, you gotta hang in there.
It does get really better.
It really is pretty cool.
Really better.
Really better, yeah. It really was. It does get better, but yeah, I give it a thumbs up. I really like that one, and definitely would be on my buy list for Blu-ray. I definitely would like to get it and watch it again very soon, because it really was entertaining. The last one is Murder on the Orient Express, and it has Johnny Depp in it for a little bit.
A little bit. It's
got a few other people in it. Michelle Pfeiffer plays in it. It's basically a whodunit. Bunch of rich people get on a damn get on a damn train, and they're traveling, and somebody kills somebody, and they got a guy on there that's a private investigator, and he's trying to figure out who the hell killed him.
I would love to do one of those murder mystery things, though.
Yeah, it's kind of something like that, I guess.
But I was disappointed that Johnny Depp got killed off so early.
Well, just give the whole damn movie away here. Johnny Depp's the one that gets killed. But, it was pretty good. It was slow going at first, but I think it is like a remake or something. There's an older movie I remember years ago that's called that. So it's kind of like a remake. So really not comparing it to that, because I've never seen that one, but I've always heard of it. But
Michelle Pfeiffer was really good in this.
Yeah, she was a little nuts in it. Yeah. What else could you talk about that one, basically, without giving away? She then gave away most of it. I give it a thumbs up, though. It wasn't too bad.
No.
Not something I'd really want to watch a whole lot. It'd be a long time before I'd watch it again. Because them types of movies, you already know the story. And kind of close near the end of it, we're kind of guessing off and on who's done it, And at the end, about probably a minute before it actually found out who did it, I kind of thought it in my head, and I should have said it out loud to you, but I didn't.
Thanks. And I won't give it away.
Yeah, but it is kind of like it twists around on you, and but I kind of almost was like, if it ain't that person, it ain't that person, it ain't that
But
other
again,
person.
not who you think either.
Yeah, so it is different, and it was okay. So that's the recent watches for this week, or this few weeks since we've done another one, and we'll do another one eventually here soon with Rousey Rhonda and Movie John.
Till next time.
So much bigger than yours.
You're not bigger than
I
me.
guess it is bigger. Too close.
My dress.
My head's so big. What? I gotta scoot back. My head's getting too
Look how
big.
big your head is.
What? I'm back. I'm not that far. I'm not that close up. My head's real tiny. But I mean, Murder on the Orient Express.
Yeah.
What? What's so funny? Just getting ready to get started, damn it. And the last one, murder. Jesus, now I can't even get it right. I was just, oh my God. This one is Murder on the Orient Express. And we're just filming for the hell of it. We're burning up, damn it. We got to finish it.